Hello everyone! Welcome back for some more Enderpants action. Today, we're going to start construction on the base here. I have been awfully busy these last couple of days. I finished bringing, well, I shouldn't say finished. I have a lot of tweaking to do along the outlying edges. But for the most part, all the rough filling is done. I ended up deciding to go with just one block deep of sand because of how much of a monumental task that this has been. This has been a huge ordeal. I have picked up, moved, and placed thousands upon thousands upon thousands of sand blocks. I had to repair. This shovel was fresh when I started. I had to repair it once, and it's near repairing again. So that's a lot of sand, and I've pretty much only used it on sand. That's a lot. I filled up my inventory. I go back to that other desert that's over by the dirt mound. I've filled up my inventory time after time after time after time. Probably, I don't know, 10, 15 times so far. Brought it back here, placed it all. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to plan out how big the base is going to be. The base of, not my base, but the base of what I'm building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out, I've decided what it is that we're going to do is it's going to be a 60 block diameter circle down here at the bottom. And then the platform up above, because what I'm doing is I'm building basically a sky city, and it will be on a circular platform, possibly a glass dome on it, though I haven't quite sold myself on the glass dome. It just depends on what things are going to look like once I'm up there. But the circle that's here on the ground is going to be a 30 block, well, technically a 31, because I did decide to go with an odd build. So we are going to have one central point instead of a 4 block central point, because odd builds are so much easier to do. So it'll technically be a 31, or no, I got that all wrong. I wanted to do it. It's 51. That's what it is. It's I was thinking, because I had two different things that I messed around with in creative. One was a 30 blocks out from center, and then the other one was 25 blocks out from center. And I decided to go with the 25 block one because the way that the circle ends up laying looks a lot nicer. The edges looked a little more uniform. So we're going to go with a 25 block out from center, so that is a 51 block diameter circle. So we're going to go ahead and measure that out really quick. Let's see. Let's see, where are we? We're at 501. So center would be, I think, 5. Oh, by the way, I did move my center. It was about 5 or 6 blocks diagonally this way. So it was somewhere over in this area here. The reason that I moved it is because it is exactly. It's actually 100 blocks from the water actually came all the way up into here, and I filled it in. So it's now 100 blocks from this area here to the area over there, and it's 80 blocks from the chest over there to the edge of the sand over there. So I found center, and it had moved it a little bit. So this is perfectly centered in the area that we are in. It's a little bit bigger than I want to build up in the sky, because like I said earlier, the sky platform is going to be about a 70 block diameter. We have enough room to make an 80 block one without getting into the desert surrounding area, which would be over there and over there. We probably won't go that big, but again, we'll see once we have it built and we're up in the air and we know what it is we want to put on it, because I haven't decided what I want to populate that island with. I just know that I want to build something up there as some sort of sky city. I don't really know what I want it to look like just yet, so we will see at a later date. But I'm going to go ahead and measure this off. Let's see, 500 is the center block, so we're going to go 525. 520. 520. Oh, no, 525 right here. So that's going to be, actually, I'm going to mark that with, I'll mark that with sand. And then the rest of this, wait, am I in line with it? I am in line with it, okay. The circle is going to be laid out with cobble, either cobble or smooth stone. Speaking of smooth stone, before I continue, I need to get rid of this lava lake here, and what I decided to do is, instead of turning it all into obsidian, because I have plenty of obsidian areas to farm down near bedrock, I figure it's more beneficial to use the lava that's on the surface as fuel than it is to just turn it into obsidian. So what I did is I made a bunch of buckets, and I made a super smelter, kind of a cluster here. It's been running for a little bit here, got all kinds of smooth stone, and I went and got, oh, it must have been filtered in. I went and got a bunch of my netherrack that I've had stored up for a long time. So just anything and everything that I can burn to use up this lava. You can see that I got a bunch of reserve, and I got some in the furnaces already. So this thing's going to be cooking for quite some time. I'm actually running out of materials to cook in it. But I got about half of this lava pulled down already. Hopefully I can get the rest of it down fairly quickly, because I want to go ahead and finish filling in the pit there. So let's go ahead and finish marking this off. 500, so it'd be, what, 475? 475. Oh, that's right. Oh, wanted to use sand for the centers. Yeah, we'll do that. And then, what do we got here? Where am I? 11, that would be 1190. So 25 minus 25 would be 65, right? No. No. Yes, it would. 65. 60. Oh, did it again. Stop doing it. And then would be 15 in the other direction. 12, 15. 12. Right there. Okay. Now that we have... Make sure this is... Where am I? Right. That's in line. Okay, that's in line. I think... Pretty sure that these two are in line with center. If they're not gonna... Or they're... If they aren't, they're gonna throw me off a little bit. Yeah, it looks like they're all lined up. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna go ahead and start constructing the circle. Now, this is kind of a strange episode for me. I typically don't show building. I mean, I often don't know. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. And then we'll do over here. I typically don't show myself building anything. I really don't know how much of that to show, because I don't know how interesting it is, really. I mean, it's honestly, it's not that interesting. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, block, and that, no. And we have some visitors. Ooh, iron. Speaking of iron, we have a operational iron farm now back at spawn. So all of my iron needs are well, I shouldn't say all of them just yet. We actually just got it up and running, so there's not a whole lot of iron in it just yet. But it is it's a stacked one, just like on the old map, which is pretty cool. So it is, and it's not efficient, or as efficient as an iron trench or an iron foundry. but it is a quite efficient. I gotta watch out for that lava there. Looks like we're going to run right through it. Figures. But it is quite efficient for what it is, and that's your standard iron farm with the pockets on the sides. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that one for now. I'm gonna finish building the circle here, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. All right, I got the circle all finished up. I ended up filling in. Well, I didn't fill it in. It's still under there. The lava's still there. I just covered over it for safety reasons, obviously. I was able to collect 6 more buckets of it because a cycle had finished on the smeltery over there, but it was not enough to, obviously take the whole thing. So I am going to slowly pick away at it, but I cover it up for now so that way I can continue with my build. And we got the whole circle laid out. And it is, it looks, some areas look a little funny because it is down 1 block compared to the rest of it due to the different heights. But that will, I'll fix that later on. Right now I'm just, kind of drawing things out a little bit. But what we're going to do is this here, all the center points for the circle, as well as the center points between those. So this little peak that's right there. I am going to make a sand pillar up, and those are going to be kind of my guidelines for what I want my pillars to look like. And what I mean by guidelines is I'm going to have 4 pillars just on the outside of this wall here that is going to spiral 180 degrees to the platform that's above. So this tendril here, this support, will meet the bottom of the base on the other side, 180 degrees from it. And obviously each one of the 4 is going to do that. And I need let's see, it's this one over here. I'm going to make several pillars. There'd be 8 total, 4 for the centers and then 4 for in between each center. So I know kind of a guide where to wrap around this thing at. And not only that, I will be putting probably a block of gravel, or I'd like to use red sand, but I haven't found any red sand yet. I haven't made it out to the mesa that was found not all that long ago. So I don't have any red sand, even though it would be a perfect marker. But the reason I want to use something that is affected by physics, that is affected by gravity, is so that way I can take these pillars down when I'm all done building relatively easily. All I do is torch the bottom of it, and as we all know, we collect the whole thing all in one shot. So I'm probably going to use gravel because I don't, like I said, don't have any red sand. But those gravel blocks are going to be at specific intervals on the way up, and the top of this is going to be probably a couple blocks above cloud height. The platform that is going to be up in the sky is going to be a couple blocks above cloud height. I don't want to build at cloud height because it's the clouds are kind of a pain. So I want to be either well enough below them or well enough above them where they don't bother me. I don't have to pass through them at all because it's relatively annoying. It screws around with the colors and the shading, and it's a mess. And just below them, I don't feel is tall enough to be. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I'd much rather if I built up any further, like if I built any tall buildings on the platform, I would have the clouds being passed through them. I'd have intersections, and I don't want that. I want to be above the clouds. So I'm going to find out. I think cloud height is what, 128-ish? So maybe 135, 140, something like that. I'm going to do some rough math, find out exactly where the quarter points and the half points are for each of these pillars, so that way I know which level to put them at. Because where are we? Let's see, we're probably going to be starting at. We'll start at this level. No. What would be easier? Or 66, 65. 65 would probably be way easier to calculate. So starting at 65. Yeah, I'm gonna do some rough math off camera here and figure out my my marker points for each one of these. All right, so got everything all figured out here. And I actually put down water at each of the pillars, so that way I have something to jump into, so I can get down easily without injuring myself. Because we're gonna be doing a lot of climbing. Speaking of which, while it was nighttime, I had a couple zombies stop by, and this actually just dropped from one, a feather falling 4 boots, so I am definitely going to be putting those on. That couldn't have come at a better time. So anyways, as far as the numbers are concerned, ironically, 65, which is what this level here is, this pad here, which is where I said that we were going to be starting from, is exactly 75 blocks away from 140, which is where I wanted to end up at. So that divides evenly, so every 25 we're going to have a marker. Unfortunately, that does not divide evenly into 2 halves, so there can't be a middle point. Well, not a single middle point. What I'll do is the middle actually between 140 and 165 falls at 103 and 102. So I'll put a gravel block at both 102 and 103, just so it is kind of an obvious middle marker. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pillar up to 90. Put technically 89, because the block 90 would be, block 90 would be gravel, I believe. Did I do that right? Well, as long as I keep it, okay, 102, 103. Let's see. What was the other one? 115. Oh. 115. As long as I keep... It doesn't matter if I'm off a block, as long as they are all the same. So I'll just have to make sure that the gravel blocks are all on the same plane. What to do here? Because I did want to go, let's see, 140. The platform, yeah, there's cloud level. It is 120, or 128 it looks like, out of sand. And there's 140. So that's not going to be too bad. This'll be... This'll be... Man, I hate the clouds. Should I go up some more? 145. Actually, that's not too bad. I kind of like that a little bit better. Which is good, because I wanted to build a... kind of something a little bit decorative on the bottom side of the platform around the edge. And that's going to take up about 4 or 5 blocks. So that works pretty well. Yeah, that works. So that way, I'll go ahead and I'll mark 140. I'll mark 140 as the top. And then this is what's going to be the base of my decoration. And then 145 will be the platform itself. So let's go ahead and hopefully make it into the water. Sweet deal. Alright, so I'm going to... Let's take a look at that real quick. That seems... Wish that cloud wasn't in the way. Come on. That That doesn't seem right. I think I screwed up somewhere. Where did I screw up at? Let's see, there should be... Alright, let me figure out what I did wrong here. Hang on. So it turns out I did do it right. It just... The perspective looked horribly skewed from down at the bottom looking up. That there's the middle. That is blocks 102 and 103, and it is divided into 3 equal sections. And there's the 5-block buffer that we have for the decorative base on the platform. So this is correct. I'm going to get down from here and copy it for each of the 8 scaffolding legs. All right, just about finished up with all the pillars. I'm working on the last one here. I got all the other ones up, and I think I am going to call it an episode after I get done with this. Actually, before I do that, I should say this is all I want to do for today as far as building goes, because it is getting kind of late at night for me, and I got to get up early in the morning to go to work. So, but after I get done with these pillars here, what I want to do is I want to go over just over that way. There is I think it's either a birch forest or a regular forest, but over there we have a new neighbor. TheJLogg has moved in, and he is building something really cool over there. So I want to check that out really quickly before we get all done for today. Let's see, that should be it. That should be all 8 of them. Luckily, didn't have to use my feather falling boots at all. Water caught me every time, so that's good. Not that I would have survived a fall with any amount of feather falling and protection from that height. I don't think I would have. But anyways, so that is all done. Pretty sure I built them all correctly. I sure hope so. That one looks a little strange. It could possibly be just perspective. I'm almost positive it's perspective, because down here looking up at it seems to screw with it a little bit. But at least I got something done on it for today. But before I close out the episode, we're going to go over to TheJLogg's base and check out what he is doing, because like I said, it is really cool. It does look like it is a birch forest, actually. I don't remember if he's in the forest or if he's off the side here. I should be able to see it popping up here pretty soon. Let's see, is that a little bit of... Yep, that's it right there. So he is just beyond these trees here. As soon as we get over this mountain here. Some ender pearls would be nice, but we decided not to fight the ender dragon just yet. We want to keep the difficulty level up on the server, because we don't want to progress too quickly. I don't want to fall from here. Not that it would matter too much. We don't want to progress too quickly because the general consensus. I mean, there's some guys that feel otherwise, but we're just going to play the game as it is for the time being. For the next couple weeks, we're going to leave the dragon alone before we start building any Enderman farms, any pearl farms, because that increases the how easy the game is quite a bit. Actually, before I go up there, I want to get kind of a long shot of this, because it does look really cool, and I love this. The vines is new. He didn't have the vines on there yesterday, I think. I think he just put those on today, and it looks awesome. He's doing a killer job with this thing. Yeah, he's gonna have what his plan is he's going to have many different floating islands of different heights and levels, and they're all going to be connected by bridges, and hopefully it turns out the way that he wants it to, because I'm really happy with the way that it's going so far. I'm sure he is too. That's his banner right there, and that's something that we're doing on the server. Every time that we build something, we're going to place our banner on it, so that way we know who built it. I currently don't have a banner yet. I need to sit down in creative mode and figure a design out, something that I like, so that way I can go put it on the big billboard, so everybody knows my banner. But at the current time, I don't have one. But anyways, this floating island base, really cool idea. It's funny that we had this similar idea because he's another YouTuber. He is. Let's see. Do we have another ladder somewhere? No. This is as far as I can go. I wonder how he gets up there. Does he? He must swim up there. Well, it looks like I don't really feel like swimming all the way up there because it's gonna take forever. He must have a portal or something up there. Anyways, that is gonna be about the end of this tour because I can't get up there, but it does look cool. Anyways, he's another YouTuber, and he's got a really solid channel, so go check him out. He likes to do the Twitch stream thing, something that I haven't really got into yet because my internet probably won't allow me to do so, and play on a server at the same time. So until I get a better internet service, then no streaming for me. But he does the streaming, so check him out. Be sure to follow him and also subscribe to his YouTube channel because, like I said, it would help him out. Actually, it would help the both of us out because we're probably going to be doing some collabs here pretty soon. He's expressed interest in doing so, so I look forward to doing that because his channel it's a solid channel. He does quality work. His videos are good, entertaining. All that jazz. So I am looking forward to doing some cool stuff with him because it looks like he's got a good head on his shoulders. Ooh, we got a... No. We have a haste beacon somewhere. I don't see the beacon light, but it's around here somewhere. Interesting. That's ATIs, and I know I don't feel the effects from way over here. So it must be TheJLoggs. That must be, even though I don't see the beacon anywhere. Interesting. Okay, well, that is going to be about it for today. If you liked the episode, hopefully you liked the episode. I don't think it was too boring. I mean, it was kind of a buildy type episode, and I don't typically do those. This was, I believe, the first one that I've done. Typically, I do a lot of cuts and then show you a finished product, but this project is so immensely huge that I obviously cannot do that. So this is gonna be a pretty cool build, a lot of fun. So hopefully I didn't bore you too much with my building today. So like I said, if you liked it, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined to do so. So that is gonna be it for me. This is Mav signing off, and I'll see you all next time.